What's up guys, Hades here. So this video is all about Fountain of Life level 1. I just unlocked it. I want to go through some reports I've had, my findings with it, with my own experience, not just other people's reports. Now for the build, I know the power looks very low. I've talked about it many times in other videos. Your power does not matter as long as the correct things are maxed. My artifact is perfect. My skills are nearly perfect. I'm only missing one level here. Part of the reason this power is so low was because it's level 1. That's missing almost 10,000 power. Also, my dragon is one of the skimp dragons, right? It's still being developed. I'm skipped all the magic damage, so that's missing at least 15,000 power. Not to mention, my Bjorn is only level 2 and my Fufei is only level 4. Everything else is mostly maxed out, and I'm also missing about 10 to 15,000 power in just artifacts missing, but these don't matter much. A tiny bit more resilience isn't going to make or break my matches. Now, as for the build, why do I not have Fighting Master on Con? Well, the reason is because I have Fountain of Life and Fufei, I actually don't need it. I'm going to show you some reports that kind of show that. The next big thing is the 3 auras. These change depending on my opponent. They're not something I actually keep for every single fight. Sometimes I have fear. Sometimes I take off malice if they're like a physical carry or they don't have crit or whatever it may be, right? And of course, if they don't have a mage, I take off Master's Aegis and swap it for something more damage oriented. Now, for the reports. This is the fun part. I've had a lot of mixed results, and some of it is just the randomness of a fight, but a lot of it actually stems from Fountain of Life. Now, context: strong player, max and infinite firepower, slightly behind on energy mastery, but also has max life protection. So I'm at a disadvantage here, but I'm gonna win, and we're gonna see why. Because all the details matter. Again, if you haven't seen the other videos, this blue sparkle is the new Fountain of Life, which means my 3 carries, including Khan, are not going to be silenced, which means they're going to ult first. Also, when you get hit by the Fire Dragon, you get damage, which gives you more energy. So my Khan's going to go first, and that nearly ends the fight. You can see that Kin and Himiko are almost gone. And he doesn't get a side assist. This is going to be a huge key to a lot of the matches. Now he gets his life protection, but it's too little, too late. And the match is pretty much over. I want to show another report because not every report is built the same. And there is a lot of randomness to what's happening here. One of the Mega Whales, right? This is one of those mega strong teams. And now I have a chance to fight. This player does not have it yet. But you can see, I can actually deal significant damage. As a matter of fact, I on occasion win. And I want to show you this report as kind of an example of what really the power of this skill is. Because when all the fundamentals are on my side, I have full priority. I get all the energy regen and he does not. I have a near maxed out carry. What really happens at the core? My Khan goes, my dragon goes, and the fight is nearly won. Look, I'm 100%, he's at 50. This is what the power is. Now, of course, it's going to retaliate, and of course, Apollo is just turbo broken. But I also get a side assist proc, and then I get another attack. I also have Khan, so he gets no healing, and Wukong is a bit of a problem, gets some return damage. But that's what can happen with this skill. It is very, very powerful. I don't want you guys to think that it's broken. It is not broken. It has a lot of weaknesses, and I'm going to go over those right now. Okay, here's a report from the throne. And here's my main team, who you just saw is very powerful, has the potential to beat some extremely strong opponents. And here is a relatively low spender with very simple setup. Solid artifact, not very much dust, decent but not super powerful. No red skills, nothing special, and I lose. I straight up lose. I actually barely get damage on the Alex. Why is that? Well, Bjorn is still weak. He only is level 2. He has resilience, no armor. I also was running Malice. Malice is completely useless into Alex. I also was running Master's Aegis, which is completely useless into Alex and Khan. And then Fountain of Life is hard countered by Khan and Kin. Look at these stats. Fountain of Life, 71%. Elegant Dance, 88%. All this just went to nothing, right? And then who cares about not silencing if Alex is just gonna go right away? And then my web has no value, my energy suppression has no value, and honestly, Rage Blessing barely has any value. You can't beat everyone. There's always counters, there's always ways to get around it. I even have element advantage on Khan and the Dragon into 3 Earths, and it still doesn't matter because Alex hard counters it that hard. He hard counters my Bjorn, he hard counters the Khan because he's getting cleaved by him, by the Alex, and I'm getting my wound stopped by all my healing, or the wound stopping all my healing, right? This is a great example of a team that just beats my team, period. This is an incredible team, and it doesn't take a lot of effort to create. I hope you guys learned something new. I hope you understand the skill just a little bit better because it is very strong and it has some high skill cap or potential, but it also has its downsides and weaknesses. So be careful out there. Make sure you're picking up the best thing for you. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.